One of the most common and heartfelt questions that women ask me after they have navigated the transition of menopause is, what can I eat to feel stronger, more energetic, and more hormonally balanced? It is an incredibly powerful and important question because after menopause, your body undeniably feels different. The delicate symphony of your hormones shifts in profound ways. Your bones can become more fragile. Your cholesterol levels may begin to rise, and your once reliable energy can unpredictably dip. And yet, the very food that you already enjoy on a daily basis can become one of your most steadfast and powerful allies in this journey. Imagine for a moment being able to actively support the health of your heart, the strength of your bones, the vitality of your circulation, and even the stability of your mood, simply by choosing to eat the right handful of delicious and satisfying nuts. Today, I want to share with you 5 specific types of nuts that an extensive body of scientific research has shown can be especially beneficial for women after menopause. Each one of these remarkable nuts offers a unique and potent combination of nutrients that are perfectly designed to help restore a sense of balance and vitality in this important and transformative stage of your life. Hello, I am Dr. Lily Stones. I am a board-certified gynecologist with a career spanning more than 30 years, dedicated to caring for women just like you. Over the course of these decades, I have witnessed firsthand how our daily lifestyle choices, and especially our nutrition, can profoundly shape not only our physical health, but also our deep emotional well-being. Food is not just simple fuel, it is complex information. It sends powerful signals to your body, instructing it on how to heal, how to stay strong, and how to age with grace and resilience. And one of the simplest, most accessible, and most effective foods that can make a significant and positive difference in this process are nuts. In today's comprehensive video series, we are going to explore 5 specific nuts that scientific research confirms are truly powerful for the health of women over the age of 50. Before we dive in, I want to warmly invite you to subscribe to Elderwear Wellness if you have not already. This is a trusted and safe space where we share evidence-based, compassionate advice specifically for women over 50. And please, I encourage you to share your own thoughts or questions in the comments section below. Your unique story has the power to inspire another woman who is on this very same journey. Now, let us begin with the first remarkable nut on our list, almonds. Almonds may look simple and unassuming, but they are veritable nutritional powerhouses. They are exceptionally rich in vitamin E, a potent antioxidant that plays a crucial role in helping to protect your cells from the cumulative damage that is caused by free radicals. For women navigating life after menopause, vitamin E is particularly important because it actively supports the health of your skin, the clarity of your eyes, and the robustness of your immune function, all of which can begin to decline as your natural estrogen levels fall. The Mayo Clinic notes that vitamin E also possesses significant anti-inflammatory properties, which may be instrumental in helping to reduce the subtle, low-grade chronic inflammation that tends to become more common with age. Almonds are also densely packed with both calcium and magnesium, 2 essential minerals that are absolutely critical for maintaining the strength of your bones. In the years following menopause, as estrogen levels decline, a woman's bone density can decrease at a rapid rate, which significantly increases her risk of developing osteoporosis. The National Osteoporosis Foundation highlights both calcium and magnesium as key and indispensable nutrients for helping to prevent fractures and for maintaining overall bone health throughout a woman's life. You can think of almonds as tiny, diligent guardians for your bones, quietly and consistently delivering the vital minerals that your body so deeply craves in order to stay strong, stable, and resilient. But there is more. Almonds are also very high in healthy fats, particularly monounsaturated fats, which are renowned for their ability to support heart health by actively lowering LDL's low-density lipoprotein cholesterol, often referred to as the bad cholesterol, while at the same time maintaining or even helping to raise HDL's high-density lipoprotein, the good cholesterol. The American Heart Association strongly emphasizes the critical role that these particular fats play in helping to reduce a woman's cardiovascular risk. which becomes an especially important consideration for women after menopause, since their risk for heart disease rises significantly during this particular life stage. I fondly remember one of my patients, a wonderful 62-year-old woman named Maria, who had been struggling with rising cholesterol levels in the years after she had gone through menopause. She was absolutely determined to try and improve her numbers as naturally as possible. So, she began a very simple new habit. She started eating a small handful of almonds every single afternoon, instead of her usual cookies. Over the course of 6 months, not only did her cholesterol levels show a marked improvement, but she also noticed that she had much steadier energy levels throughout the day, and that her skin even looked healthier and more radiant. Maria told me, "I did not think that something so small could possibly make such a big and noticeable difference." And that is the inherent beauty of almonds. They are simple, they are accessible, but they are profoundly effective when they are made a part of a consistent and mindful daily routine. Here is how you can make almonds work for you. A standard serving is about 1 ounce, which is roughly equivalent to 23 whole almonds. You can enjoy them raw, you can have them lightly roasted, or you can add them to your salads, your oatmeal, or your yogurt. But it is important to remember that all nuts are calorie dense, so practicing good portion control does matter. Just one small, satisfying handful can deliver all of the incredible benefits without overwhelming your total daily calorie intake. If you are looking for a heart-healthy, bone-supporting, and skin-loving snack, almonds are an incredibly smart and delicious choice. This is just the very first nut in our journey together. Each of the next ones that we will discuss brings its own unique and special gift for your body. Whether it is supporting the health of your heart, boosting the function of your brain, or helping to fortify your bones. In the next part of our series, we will talk about walnuts, a remarkable nut that has been shown to have some truly remarkable effects on our brain health and on our circulation, especially for women in their 50s, 60s, and beyond. So please, stay with me, because the foods that you choose to eat today can help to define how vibrant, how strong, and how connected you feel tomorrow. When it comes to the important task of supporting your health after the transition of menopause, walnuts truly deserve a spotlight all of their own. These little brain-shaped nuts are so much more than just a simple crunchy snack. They are, in fact, one of nature's most abundant and richest sources of omega-3 fatty acids, specifically a type of omega-3 that is known as alpha-linolenic acid, or ALA. Omega-3s are what are known as essential fats, which means that your body is completely unable to make them on its own. They must, therefore, come directly from your diet. And they play an absolutely enormous and indispensable role in protecting the health of your heart, the function of your brain, and even the stability of your mood. Why is this so incredibly important for women after they have gone through menopause? It is because once your natural levels of estrogen have declined, your overall cardiovascular risk begins to climb quite significantly. In fact, the American Heart Association constantly reminds us that heart disease becomes the #1 health risk for all women after they have reached midlife. Walnuts are able to step in and act as a kind of a natural protector for your cardiovascular system. A great deal of scientific research has shown that the regular and consistent consumption of walnuts can help to lower your LDL cholesterol, can help to reduce your blood pressure, and can improve your overall circulation. You can think of them as being like tiny, diligent mechanics working to keep your arteries flexible and free of any harmful buildup, so that your heart is able to pump with a greater sense of ease and efficiency. But the wonderful benefits of walnuts do not stop at the heart. Walnuts are also deeply and profoundly connected to the health of our brains. Their unique and distinctive shape is almost poetic in this regard. They look just like miniature brains, and indeed they are incredibly helpful in nourishing yours. A number of scientific studies that have been published in the Journal of Nutrition, Health, and Aging have shown that diets that are rich in walnuts are very closely linked with having a better memory, with having an improved cognitive performance, and even with having a reduced risk of experiencing cognitive decline for women who are in their 60s and beyond. This is incredibly powerful and empowering news. It means that something as wonderfully simple as adding a small handful of walnuts to your daily routine could be instrumental in helping you to keep your mind sharp and your memory strong for many years to come. I often think of a patient of mine named Ellen, a retired teacher who was in her late 60s and who was very worried about her own family's history of dementia. She wanted to do everything that she possibly could in order to protect the health of her brain. When I suggested that she should make walnuts a regular part of her diet, she laughed and said, "Really, doctor? Something this small can actually make a difference." 6 months later, Ellen came back to see me and told me that she felt mentally clearer, that she was more focused, and that she was significantly less forgetful. While it is certainly true that no single food can ever be considered to be a magic cure, the unique and powerful combination of healthy fats, of antioxidants, and of vitamins that are found in walnuts is able to support the health of the brain in ways that modern science is only just beginning to fully understand and appreciate. Walnuts are also able to offer another, somewhat hidden, benefit that of mood support. In the years after the onset of menopause, the significant shifts in our hormones can increase our risk of experiencing mood swings, of feeling a sense of anxiety, or even of developing a state of depression. Omega-3s are known to play a key and vital role in supporting the delicate chemistry of our brains, as they are instrumental in helping to regulate the very neurotransmitters are responsible for influencing our mood. In fact, the National Institutes of Health, NIH, has noted that omega-3s are currently being studied as a form of a natural adjunct for the treatment of various mood disorders. While walnuts are certainly not a replacement for any kind of therapy or medication, they can absolutely be a powerful and effective part of a more holistic and comprehensive approach to our own emotional well-being. Nutritionally speaking, walnuts are also densely packed with a wide variety of antioxidants, including a group of compounds that are known as polyphenols, which are instrumental in helping our bodies to combat the effects of oxidative stress, the cellular damage that is so closely linked to the process of aging and to the development of chronic diseases. One particular study that was published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that walnuts had one of the very highest antioxidant capacities among all of the most commonly consumed foods. This means that they do not just work to nourish your body today, they are also working to help to protect it from the effects of long-term wear and tear. So, how many walnuts should you be eating? A typical and effective serving is about 1 ounce, which is roughly equivalent to about 7 whole walnuts. You can sprinkle them on top of your salads, you can add them to your morning oatmeal, you can blend them into your smoothies, or you can simply choose to eat them raw. Because of their rich and slightly bitter flavor, they are able to pair beautifully with a variety of sweet fruits, such as apples or dates. I often make the suggestion to my patients that they should try replacing one of their sugary desserts each day with a small handful of walnuts and a piece of fruit. This simple switch is able to satisfy your craving for something sweet, while at the same time, it is delivering some powerful and profound health benefits. One very important note to keep in mind is that walnuts are, indeed, very calorie-dense, so the practice of good portion control does still matter. But here is the wonderfully good news. A great deal of scientific research has shown that nuts like walnuts can actually be very supportive of the process of weight management. This is because they are so very rich in both protein and in fiber, both of which are instrumental in helping you to feel full for a longer period of time. So, rather than leading to any kind of weight gain, they may actually be able to help you to curb the tendency to overeat, as long as they are consumed in a mindful and intentional way. Imagine this for a moment. Every single time that you eat a walnut, you are giving your body a precious and powerful package of heart, protecting fats, of brain-boosting compounds, and of mood-stabilizing nutrients. It is like you are sending your own future self a small, but incredibly powerful and life-affirming gift. And the wonderful beauty of it all is that this particular gift is affordable, it is accessible, and it is absolutely delicious. As we now move on, I would like you to remember this. Almonds are able to help to guard the health of your bones, of your skin, and of your heart, while walnuts are able to go even deeper by protecting the health of your brain, of your circulation, and of your emotional well-being. Together, these two remarkable nuts are able to form a powerful and effective foundation for not just surviving, but for truly thriving after the onset of menopause. But we are only 2 nuts into our journey together. Next, we will be exploring a third and equally powerful option, pistachios. This is a nut that is not only able to support the health of your heart, but that is also instrumental in helping you to balance your blood sugar and to meet the various weight challenges that so many women are faced with in the years after the onset of menopause. Please stay with me, because each one of these remarkable nuts is able to add a unique and vital piece to the bigger and more comprehensive picture of your own long-term health and well-being. When you think of the humble pistachio, you might immediately picture that bright and vibrant green nut that is so neatly tucked away inside of its little shell. It is a nut that is so often enjoyed as a simple and satisfying snack at parties or while you are watching television. But beyond their fun to crack shells, pistachios are able to hold a truly remarkable and powerful secret. They are, in fact, one of the very best nuts that you can consume for the purpose of supporting the health of your heart, for maintaining a healthy balance in your blood sugar, and even for the purpose of effective weight management. 3 of the key areas that become so especially important in the years after the onset of menopause. So, why pistachios? Let's start with the health of your heart. Just like almonds and walnuts, pistachios are also very rich in a variety of healthy fats. But they are also particularly and uniquely high in a group of compounds that are known as plant sterols. Powerful compounds that have been shown to be instrumental in helping you to lower your levels of LDL cholesterol. A great deal of scientific research that has been published in the esteemed Journal of the American College of Nutrition has conclusively shown that the act of eating pistachios on a regular and consistent basis can significantly and positively improve your overall cholesterol levels. For women who are in the years after the onset of menopause, this is an absolutely crucial and vital benefit, as their risk of developing cardiovascular disease is known to rise quite sharply once their natural levels of estrogen have declined. You can think of pistachios as being like little, diligent cleaners, working to help to sweep away the harmful and damaging cholesterol that can so easily begin to build up in your arteries, thereby helping to keep your blood vessels open, flexible, and responsive. But pistachios do not just work to help to support the health of your heart. They are also incredibly powerful and effective allies for the purpose of controlling your blood sugar. In the years after the onset of menopause, a great many women will begin to notice that their blood sugar levels are starting to creep up, a change that can sometimes lead to the development of pre-diabetes or even of type 2 diabetes. Pistachios are known to have a very low glycemic index, which simply means that they do not cause any sharp or dramatic spikes in your levels of blood sugar. In fact, a number of scientific studies that have been published by the National Institutes of Health, NIH, have found that the act of adding pistachios to your meals can be instrumental in helping to stabilize your levels of blood glucose and can even help to improve your body's own sensitivity to insulin. Imagine being able to enjoy a simple and satisfying snack that is not only able to satisfy your hunger, but that is also able to help you to keep your energy levels steady, instead of them crashing just an hour or so later. One of my patients, a wonderful woman named Linda, who was 64 years old, had been struggling with both high levels of cholesterol and with rising levels of blood sugar. She had to admit to me that she was a big fan of salty and crunchy snacks like potato chips. But after we had had a long and compassionate conversation, she made the courageous decision to agree to swap them out for a daily and satisfying handful of pistachios. Just 3 months later, her lab results had shown a marked and significant improvement. Her levels of LDL cholesterol had dropped, her levels of blood sugar had stabilized, and she had even managed to lose a few pounds in the process. I did not even feel like I was on a diet. She told me with a sense of genuine surprise. I was just enjoying a simple snack that just so happened to be incredibly healthy for me. That is the wonderful and inherent beauty of pistachios. They are able to feel so incredibly indulgent, and yet they are able to deliver some powerful and profound health benefits at the same time. The area of weight management is another one in which pistachios are truly able to shine. Nuts, in general, are known to be quite high in calories, but pistachios are able to stand out from the crowd because of their unique and distinctive shell. A number of scientific studies that have been published in the prestigious Journal of Nutrition have shown that the act of eating pistachios, while they are still in their shells, can be instrumental in helping people to consume a fewer number of calories overall. Why is this the case? It is because the simple and mindful act of having to shell the nuts is able to slow you down, which is able to give your brain enough time to be able to recognize that you are satisfied. Plus, the leftover shells are able to serve as a kind of a visual reminder of just how much you have already eaten, which is a factor that is known to naturally and effectively curb the tendency to overeat. For women who are in the years after the onset of menopause, a time when their metabolism will so often begin to slow down, and when the issue of weight gain can become a very real and persistent concern, this one small and seemingly insignificant difference can be a very powerful and effective tool. Beyond the benefits that they are able to provide for your heart and for your blood sugar, pistachios are also incredibly rich in a variety of powerful antioxidants, such as lutein and zeaxanthin, both of which are known to be instrumental in supporting the health of your eyes. This is a factor that is particularly and especially important as the incidence of age-related vision issues, such as macular degeneration, is known to become much more common in the years after the age of 60. The powerful antioxidants that are found in pistachios are able to act like tiny, protective shields, working to protect the delicate and precious tissues of your eyes from the effects of damage over time. So, with each and every handful of pistachios that you consume, you are not only working to protect the health of your heart and of your metabolism, but you are also working to protect the health of your eyesight as well. And let us not forget about the importance of protein. Pistachios are known to be among the very highest of all of the nuts in terms of their protein content, as they are able to offer about 6 grams of protein per 1 ounce serving. This is a factor that is able to make them a fantastic and delicious choice for the purpose of maintaining your muscle mass, a factor that is known to naturally and progressively decline with age. When it is combined with the practice of resistance exercise, the protein that is found in pistachios and in other nuts is able to be instrumental in helping you to preserve your strength, your balance, and your independence in your later years. I always like to remind my patients that the act of staying strong is not just about the lifting of weights. It is also about the act of nourishing your muscles with the right and proper building blocks. Pistachios are able to provide that for you in a completely plant-based and heart-healthy package. So, how can you enjoy them? A standard and effective serving is about 1 ounce, which is roughly equivalent to about 49 pistachios. You can choose to eat them straight from the shell. You can toss them on top of your salads for a wonderfully crunchy and satisfying texture. You can blend them into a delicious and vibrant pesto, or you can even choose to use them in your baking. Their subtle and unique sweetness and their wonderfully satisfying crunch are able to make them incredibly and wonderfully versatile. One simple and practical tip that I often share with my patients is to keep a small bag of pistachios in your purse or in your car. That way, when the feeling of hunger strikes, you will have a nourishing and satisfying snack that is ready and waiting for you, instead of you having to reach for any kind of processed and unhealthy foods. In summary, pistachios may indeed be quite small, but their wonderful and profound benefits are incredibly and undeniably mighty. They are able to work to lower your levels of cholesterol, to stabilize your levels of blood sugar, to support the maintenance of a healthy weight, to protect the health of your vision, and to strengthen your muscles, all of which are common challenges that a great many women will be faced with in the years after the onset of menopause. They are a powerful and delicious proof that the act of maintaining your health does not have to be a complicated or a difficult process. Sometimes, it can be as wonderfully simple as choosing to eat the right kind of snack. So far in our journey together, we have covered the wonderful benefits of almonds for the health of your bones and of your skin, of walnuts for the health of your brain and of your heart, and of pistachios for the health of your blood sugar, of your weight, and of your vision. Each one of these remarkable and delicious nuts is able to add a unique and vital layer of protection and of vitality for all of the women who are in the years after the onset of menopause. But we are not yet done with our journey together. In the next part of our series, we will be exploring the wonderful and profound benefits of cashews, a creamy and delicious nut that is able to offer some truly unique and powerful benefits for the health of your nerves, for the production of your energy, and for the support of your immune system, all of which are key and vital pillars for the purpose of not just surviving, but for truly thriving in your 60s and beyond. Cashews are so often seen as being the creamy and indulgent nut, the one that can sometimes feel almost too rich and too decadent to be able to be considered to be healthy. But the profound and wonderful truth of the matter is that cashews are, in fact, nutritional and delicious gems, especially for all of the women who are in the years after the onset of menopause. Their wonderfully smooth and satisfying texture and their slightly and uniquely sweet flavor are able to hide a true and veritable powerhouse of a wide variety of essential minerals and of vitamins that your body so deeply and completely needs during this particular and important stage of your life. If almonds are the guardians of your bones, and if walnuts are the protectors of your brain, then cashews can be seen as being the quiet and steadfast supporters of your nerves, of your energy, and of your immune system. Let us start with the health of your nerves. Cashews are known to be one of the very best and most delicious dietary sources of the essential mineral of magnesium, a mineral that is known to play a critical and vital role in more than 300 of the various biochemical reactions that are constantly taking place within your body. Among all of these important and vital reactions is the regulation of the function of your nerves. In the years after the onset of menopause, a great many women will begin to report that they are experiencing a variety of issues, such as muscle cramps, a tingling sensation in their extremities, or a state of restless sleep, all of which can be directly and closely linked to having a low level of magnesium in the body. According to the National Institutes of Health, NIH, the mineral of magnesium is absolutely and completely essential for the purpose of ensuring the proper transmission of your nerves and for the purpose of maintaining a state of healthy muscle relaxation. You can think of the mineral of magnesium as being like your body's own natural and internal calming signal, as it is instrumental in helping your nerves to be able to fire in a smooth and efficient way, and in helping your muscles to be able to stay in a relaxed and comfortable state. Cashews are able to deliver this essential and vital mineral in a great and delicious abundance, which is a factor that is able to make them a wonderfully delicious and satisfying way of being able to support the health and the function of your entire nervous system. Cashews are also incredibly rich in both of the essential minerals of iron and of copper, two of the minerals that are absolutely and completely essential for the purpose of the production of your energy. In the years after the onset of menopause, the experience of fatigue is known to become a very common and persistent complaint. While some of this can certainly be related to the significant and profound shifts in our hormones, our diet is also known to play a very significant and important role in this regard. The mineral of iron is instrumental in helping to carry the oxygen in your blood, while the mineral of copper is known to work alongside the mineral of iron in order to be able to form the red blood cells in your body. Without having a sufficient and adequate amount of these essential and vital nutrients, the feeling of fatigue can so easily begin to creep into your life, which can so often leave you feeling completely and utterly drained of all of your energy. The Mayo Clinic has highlighted the fact that even a mild and seemingly insignificant deficiency in the mineral of iron can be a factor that is able to significantly and dramatically reduce your overall levels of energy. By making the simple and delicious choice to include cashews in your regular diet, you are giving your body the raw and essential materials that it so deeply and completely needs in order to be able to produce its energy in a much more efficient and effective way. I can recall a particular patient of mine named Margaret, a wonderful 65-year-old grandmother who was a big fan of gardening, but who had found that she was becoming increasingly and persistently tired. Even after she had had a full and restful night of sleep, her lab results had shown that she had a borderline low level of iron in her blood. Instead of us having to turn to the use of heavy and potentially constipating supplements right away, we made the decision to start by simply and gently adjusting her diet. She made the simple and delicious choice to add a small handful of cashews into her daily and regular meals, sometimes by sprinkling them over her stir-fried vegetables, and at other times, by blending them into a delicious and creamy cashew sauce. Within just a few short weeks of making this simple and delicious change, she reported that she was having a great deal more energy to be able to enjoy her beloved garden once again. I did not even realize that something so small and so simple could be able to fuel me this much, she said to me with a genuine and heartfelt smile on her face. Cashews are also able to work to strengthen your immune system, a factor that is absolutely and completely vital as we continue to age. They are known to be densely packed with the essential mineral of zinc, a mineral that is instrumental in supporting the function of your immune cells, in the process of your wound healing, and in the overall health of your skin. A deficiency in the mineral of zinc is known to become much more common in older adults, a factor that can so easily make you much more susceptible to a variety of infections. The esteemed American Journal of Clinical Nutrition has noted that the mineral of zinc is absolutely and completely crucial for the purpose of being able to maintain your resilience against a variety of illnesses, especially in older women. Cashews are able to provide a natural and delicious source of this essential and vital mineral, which is a factor that is instrumental in helping you to be able to keep your body's own natural defenses strong and robust. It is like you are reinforcing the walls of your own personal castle, thereby ensuring that your body is always ready and able to fend off the various and everyday threats that it is so often faced with. Another wonderful and important advantage of cashews is their wonderfully and profoundly healthy fat profile. While it is true that they do contain a slightly and seemingly insignificant amount less of the omega-3 fatty acids than walnuts do, they are incredibly and wonderfully abundant in the monounsaturated fats, the very same type of healthy fats that are so famously found in olive oil. These particular and special fats are known to be instrumental in supporting the health of your heart, in lowering your levels of the bad cholesterol, and in improving your overall circulation. When they are paired with their own plant-based protein, cashews are also able to be instrumental in helping you to be able to feel full and satisfied, which is a factor that is able to significantly and dramatically reduce the temptation for you to have to reach for any kind of less healthy and processed snacks. The issue of weight management is one that can so often become a persistent and frustrating struggle in the years after the onset of menopause due to the natural and expected slowing down of our metabolism. But cashews can actually be very helpful in this regard. Their unique and powerful combination of protein, of healthy fats, and of fiber is able to provide a wonderful and profound sense of satiety, which simply means that you are able to feel fuller for a longer period of time. Unlike the various and sugary snacks that are so often the cause of the dramatic spikes and of the subsequent crashes in our levels of energy, cashews are able to provide you with a steady and sustained source of energy. I often suggest them as a mid-afternoon snack for my patients who are struggling with the issues of fatigue or of cravings. 1 ounce, or about 18 cashews, is all that is needed in order to be able to deliver these wonderful and profound benefits without you having to overwhelm your total and daily intake of calories. Cashews are also able to shine in terms of their wonderful and profound versatility. You can choose to eat them raw, you can have them lightly roasted, or you can even blend them into a variety of dairy-free alternatives, such as cashew milk or cashew cheese. For all of the women who are lactose intolerant, a condition that is known to so often worsen with age, the various and cashew-based alternatives are able to provide a wonderfully creamy and satisfying option without you having to experience any kind of digestive discomfort. This is a factor that is able to make them not only a wonderfully and profoundly healthful choice, but also a wonderfully and profoundly practical one as well. Emotionally speaking, cashews are also known to have a very interesting and unique reputation as well. They are known to be incredibly and wonderfully rich in the essential amino acid of tryptophan, an amino acid that your body is able to use in order to be able to produce the feel-good neurotransmitter of serotonin. While it is true that more research is certainly needed in this particular area, some scientific studies have suggested that diets that are rich in the essential amino acid of tryptophan may be instrumental in helping to support a healthy and balanced mood and in promoting a state of emotional well-being. Given the fact that a great many women in the years after the onset of menopause will so often experience a variety of changes in their mood or a sense of anxiety, cashews may be able to offer a subtle but incredibly and wonderfully meaningful boost to their overall and emotional well-being. When you put all of these wonderful and profound benefits together, cashews are able to become so much more than just a simple and tasty snack. They are, in fact, a complete and comprehensive nutritional toolkit, as they are able to offer the essential mineral of magnesium for the health of your nerves, the essential minerals of iron and of copper for the production of your energy, the essential mineral of zinc for the support of your immunity, and a variety of healthy fats and of the essential amino acid of tryptophan for the health of your heart and of your mind. They are a powerful and delicious proof that sometimes the very richest of all of the foods in terms of their flavor are also the very richest of all of the foods in terms of their wonderful and profound health benefits. As you can now see, each and every one of the wonderful and delicious nuts that we have covered so far in our journey together is able to bring its own unique and special kind of gift. Almonds are able to provide their wonderful and profound benefits for the health of your bones and of your skin. Walnuts are able to provide their wonderful and profound benefits for the health of your brain and of your circulation. Pistachios are able to provide their wonderful and profound benefits for the health of your heart and of your blood sugar. And cashews are able to provide their wonderful and profound benefits for the health of your nerves, of your energy, and of your immunity. And we still have one more wonderful and delicious nut to go. This is a nut that is truly and completely able to stand out from the crowd due to its unique and special role in supporting a healthy and balanced state of your hormones and in promoting your overall and profound vitality. In the final part of our series together, we will be exploring the wonderful and profound benefits of Brazil nuts, a true and veritable powerhouse of the essential mineral of selenium that is able to offer some truly and completely extraordinary protection for the long-term health and well-being of all of the women who are in the years after the onset of menopause. Please stay with me as we now bring this wonderful and delicious journey to a close with one of nature's most truly and completely remarkable and delicious nuts. Among all of the wonderful and delicious nuts that we have explored so far in our journey together, Brazil nuts may, indeed, look to be the most unassuming of all of them, as they are large, they are smooth, and they are simple. But please do not be fooled by their plain and simple exterior. Inside of them, they are able to carry one of the most truly and completely powerful and profound nutrients for the health and the well-being of all of the women who are in the years after the onset of menopause. The essential mineral of selenium. The essential mineral of selenium is absolutely and completely crucial for the health and the function of your thyroid, the butterfly-shaped gland that is so neatly tucked away at the base of your neck. The thyroid is known to be the master gland of your metabolism, and it is responsible for a wide and diverse variety of functions, from the regulation of your energy levels and of your mood to the regulation of your body temperature and of the health of your hair and of your skin. In the years after the onset of menopause, the function of the thyroid can so often begin to become a bit sluggish, a change that can so easily lead to a variety of issues, such as fatigue, of weight changes, of hair thinning, of mood swings, and even of a variety of challenges with your own and personal intimacy. The esteemed National Institutes of Health, NIHT, has emphasized the absolutely and completely critical and vital role that the essential mineral of selenium is able to play in the production of the hormones of the thyroid and in the protection of the gland from the effects of damage. You can think of the essential mineral of selenium as being both the spark and the shield for your thyroid, as it is instrumental in helping your thyroid to be able to produce its hormones, while at the same time, it is defending it from the effects of oxidative stress. By making the simple and delicious choice to include Brazil nuts in your regular and daily diet, you are directly and profoundly supporting one of the most truly and completely important and vital control centers of your entire body. The essential mineral of selenium is also a very powerful and profound antioxidant. It is instrumental in helping to reduce the effects of oxidative stress throughout your entire body, in lowering the levels of your inflammation, and in protecting your cells from the effects of premature aging. For all of the women who are in the years after the onset of menopause, this particular and special kind of protection is known to matter an enormous and profound amount. As our natural levels of estrogen begin to fall, our bodies are known to lose some of their own natural and internal anti-inflammatory defenses, a change that is able to significantly and dramatically increase our risk of developing a variety of health issues, such as heart disease, of joint issues, and even of certain types of cancers. The essential mineral of selenium is able to step in and to fill a part of that particular and important gap. A number of scientific studies that have been published in the esteemed Journal of Cancer Epidemiology, Biomarkers, and Prevention have suggested that having an adequate and sufficient intake of the essential mineral of selenium may be a factor that is able to significantly and dramatically reduce our risk of developing certain types of cancers, including the cancer of the breast. While it is certainly true that no single and individual nutrient can ever be a guarantee of our protection, the essential mineral of selenium is able to provide a vital and important layer of our defense. One of my patients, a wonderful woman named Joanne, a 70-year-old retired nurse, had been struggling with having a low level of energy and with having a variety of frequent colds. She had to admit to me that her diet was quite low in terms of its variety. After she had learned about the wonderful and profound benefits of the essential mineral of selenium, she made the simple and delicious choice to begin to eat just 2 Brazil nuts each and every day. A few months later, she came back to see me and told me that her energy levels felt so much steadier and that her immune system felt so much stronger. She had managed to go through an entire and long winter without having her usual and predictable cycle of colds. While it is true that anecdotal stories like the one of Joanne's are able to highlight just how much of a meaningful and profound shift in our daily lives can be created by the making of some simple and small dietary changes, Brazil nuts are also known to be able to support the health of our hearts as well. In addition to the essential mineral of selenium, they are also able to provide a variety of other essential and vital nutrients, such as the mineral of magnesium, of the mineral of zinc, and of a variety of healthy fats, all of which are known to be instrumental in improving our circulation and in reducing our levels of cholesterol. One particular and interesting study that was published in the esteemed American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that a single and individual serving of Brazil nuts was able to improve the levels of our cholesterol within just a few short hours, and that it was able to sustain that particular and positive effect for a period of several days. This is a factor that is able to make them an especially and particularly potent and delicious snack for the purpose of our cardiovascular protection, a factor that is known to become a top an important priority for all of the women who are in the years after the onset of menopause. But here is a very important and crucial note to keep in mind. With the consumption of Brazil nuts, the principle of less is more is absolutely and completely true, because they are so incredibly and uniquely high in the essential mineral of selenium. You only need to consume 1 to 3 of these nuts per day. The act of eating too many of them on a regular and consistent basis can so easily lead to an excessive and potentially harmful intake of the essential mineral of selenium, a factor that can so often cause a variety of unwanted and unpleasant side effects. I always make it a point to remind my patients that Brazil nuts are like a powerful and profound supplement that is so neatly and conveniently wrapped up in a natural and delicious shell. They are incredibly and wonderfully effective in small and moderate doses, but they are completely and totally unnecessary in large and excessive ones. Beyond the wonderful and profound benefits that they are able to provide for our physical health, the essential mineral of selenium may also be able to be supportive of our mood as well. A great deal of scientific research has been able to link having a low level of the essential mineral of selenium in our bodies with having an increased and significant risk of developing a state of depression and of anxiety, both of which are known to become much more pronounced and prevalent in the years after the onset of menopause. By making the simple and delicious choice to maintain an adequate and sufficient intake of the essential mineral of selenium, you may be helping to support not only the health of your body, but also the health and the resilience of your emotions as well. Imagine having a single and individual nutrient that is able to work to protect the health of your thyroid, of your heart, of your immune system, and of your mood, all of which are so neatly and conveniently packed inside of a single and delicious nut. That is the wonderful and profound gift that Brazil nuts are able to offer to all of us. As we now come to the end of our wonderful and delicious journey through these 5 powerful and profound nuts, let us now take a brief moment to be able to reflect on all that we have learned. Almonds are able to provide us with the essential minerals of calcium and of magnesium, and with the essential vitamin of vitamin E, all of which are instrumental in protecting the health of our bones, of our skin, and of our hearts. Walnuts are able to deliver the essential omega-3 fatty acids, which are instrumental in nourishing the health of our brains, of our circulation, and of our mood. Pistachios are able to work to stabilize our levels of blood sugar, to support the maintenance of a healthy weight, and to protect the health of our vision. Cashews are able to fuel the health of our nerves, of our energy, and of our immunity with their wonderful and profound combination of the essential minerals of magnesium, of iron, of copper, and of zinc. And finally, Brazil nuts are truly and completely able to stand out from the crowd as being nature's own selenium powerhouse, as they are able to work to guard the health of our thyroid, of our hearts, and of our long-term and profound vitality. Together, these 5 wonderful and delicious nuts are able to form a complete and comprehensive package of support for nearly every single and individual system in our bodies, both during and in the years after the onset of menopause. They are not exotic or expensive treatments. They are simple, they are natural, and they are so easily and conveniently available at your local grocery store. That is the wonderful and inherent beauty of using food as a form of a medicine. It is accessible, it is delicious, and it is deeply and profoundly effective when it is used in a consistent and a mindful way. I would like you to remember this. The experience of menopause is not an ending. It is, in fact, a brand new and exciting season of your life. And just like every other season, it is known to ask for its own unique and special kind of nourishment. By making the simple and thoughtful choices, like adding a small handful of these nuts to your diet each and every day, you are not just feeding your body, you are also making a profound and powerful investment in your own future energy, in your own independence, and in your own joy. Thank you so very much for having joined me on this wonderful and delicious journey together. I sincerely hope that you are now feeling more empowered, that you are more informed, and that you are more hopeful about the simple and delicious ways in which you can choose to care for yourself. If you have ever tried any of these wonderful and delicious nuts, or if you have your own favorite and unique ways of being able to include them in your diet, I would be so very happy to hear from you. Please share your own personal story in the comments section below. Your words may be the very thing that is able to inspire another woman who is just beginning her own personal and unique journey. And if you have found this particular video to be helpful, I would be so very grateful if you would please subscribe to Elder Care Wellness, and if you would share it with a friend. Together, we are building a wonderful and supportive community where all of the women who are over the age of 50 can be able to find a trustworthy and a compassionate source of guidance for every single and individual stage of their lives. I am Dr. Lily Stones, and I so look forward to our next conversation together. Until then, please take such gentle and loving care of yourself. You deserve nothing less.